Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Snorlax and Reshiram, of course Zygarde. You already know what it is. So we're going to be leading with Zygarde the entire time. Shadow Snorlax is not going to be equipped as best buddy, unfortunately this time, but we are going to have that Reshiram equipped. You already know what it is, and we're going to be having a lot of fun. So in this video, yet again, I am out to hunt Kyurem Black and White. That's not my sole purpose. Well, pretty much. I'm looking for those completely and utterly. But anything else in between that gets in my way, we're just gonna have to take them down. That's just what it is. So we're gonna be bringing back the OG here, the Shadow Snorlax, and it is gonna be putting in the work. This is a fantastic pick to kind of just mix it up. If you're not quite sure what to put on your team to kind of have a third-party Pokemon, Shadow Snorlax really does fill it in very well. So we're going to actually do that. We're going to be going, of course, with Body Slam. Unfortunately, Body Slam has been nerfed. Superpower still doing what it needs to do, and of course, Lick is really amazing. A lot of people who are running their Kyurem Blacks are going to be going with Shadow Claw, which is going to be resisted, so we're going to be looking good. And I'm going to have to say, folks, Reshiram, I don't have Kyurem Black or White yet, but I'm really convinced that I really don't need it. Not that I don't want it. Of course I'm going to run it, and of course I'm going to bring you a video. But I don't know. Reshiram just seems so on point. It just keeps destroying everything. I don't know what's going on here. Of course, we do have Zygarde. I mean, yeah, it is 4 times weak to ice, so we do have to look out for that. But you know, that's what shields are for. While I completely destroy them with Dragon Tail. That's just what it is. So with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. We are going to be running the legacy move, Fusion Flare, of course, and then we do have Draco Meteor. Does Draco Meteor make up for anything? Yeah, maybe. You'll see towards the end. Make sure you do stay tuned. We'll have a look and see what's going on here. But with that said, what are we at here? Almost 3 minutes. Wow, what an introduction. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this here. So yeah, Shadow Snorlax, you've seen plenty of videos of this if you are a subscriber. So let's go ahead and get it. Oh wow, look at this, Kyurem Black. Wow, they swapped into Zamazenta. Oh shoot, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna go ahead and stay here and absorb this. Hitting me with a freaking fairy move, doing a ton of damage. Wasn't expecting that. To be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with all the moves that it has, so I wasn't expecting that fairy move. That's okay. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Reshiram, shield it up, farm them down, and then we're going to go ahead and go for the Fusion Flare here up against their Dusk main, and they use their first shield. So we are down a shield as well, and it's 1-to-1. We're going to go ahead and let this go. Oh wow, are you kidding me? Of course they have freaking Outrage. Are you serious? Oh, give me a break. I never run into a freaking Dusk main with Outrage. Whatever. Anyways, bringing in the Snorlax, going for the superpower, taking out the Dusk main, and, well, I mean, I think it had like a couple of health left here. They're bringing back their Kyurem Black. We're shielding it up, and now we're going to go ahead and go for the Bulldoze here. They shielded up themselves, and now they have no more shields, and we are at 0 ourselves. What's going on here? Of course they're going to take us out. Bring in the Snorlax. Snorlax, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy, old Paolo friend. Take it home. There, he takes out the Kyurem Black, and then he licks down the Dusk main. Are you kidding me? 2 fusion Pokemon out of here. Let's get it. Next game, we're going to be met with a Dawn Wings. Let's go. I mean, it would be great if we had Crunch, but unfortunately we don't. We're going to be going with Bulldoze, but they do swap to catch with their Kyogre. So we're going to go ahead and just stay here. I feel like that's just going to be the best play at this point here. So we're going to go straight for the Outrage. Let's see if they let this go. They do? Fantastic. And we farmed them. Oopsies. And they're going to be bringing in their Origin Dialga. We're going to go ahead and go for a Bulldoze. They shielded up using their first shield. And we do have our Reshiram. We're going to go ahead and bring that in. Got some beautiful lag in the beginning. You got to love it. Got to give chef kiss to the people who run the programs here. You got to love it. I was running into that quite a bit. So when it comes to that lag, yes, I was seeing quite a bit this time around. I know I keep kind of talking it up, acting as if it's so great now and it's not really bad, but it is. It's still horrible. As a matter of fact, I ran into a couple of potential cheaters. Again, when it comes to cheaters, you can't 100% say that they're actually cheating because it could actually be the game just screwing up. But, you know, it just so happens to lag right when you're about to take a win, right? Right, exactly. So I just kind of cut their battles out just to avoid any sort of conflict because people just love to hop on my back when I, call things out. Anyways, next game, let's go. Met with a Origin Palkia here. And I love this. I really do love this matchup. Even if I lose, I either will get a shield or will do a ton of damage here. We're going to go ahead and let this go. They hit me with an Aqua Tail. That's just beautiful. What are they going to go for now? Another Aqua Tail getting off a Bulldoze. This will be enough to KO them. Down they go. They've used a shield and we're still looking good. Unfortunately, their Dusk main is going to be able to farm us up. So I was really contemplating what the hell I should go in here with. So I'm going in here with the Snorlax because the Lick is going to be doing super effective. But at the same time, I could have bring in the Reshiram, which would have been able to resist the Sunsteel Strike and take less damage. Well, I mean, not less, but Dark Pulse is what they're going to have to go with. But doesn't matter. Whatever. We're going to deal with it here. So we take them out, or at least, close to bringing in their Zacian, nice and shiny. And we have our Reshiram. We're going to go ahead and shield that up so we can go for a charge move here. Let's see if they're going to let this go. Fusion Flare, they let it go. One shot, of course, and down goes their Dusk main, and we take that win. Let's get it on. Next game, what are we going to see here? A Dusk main, and this is a fantastic matchup here. Immediately swapping into their Origin Palkia. We're going to go ahead and go for that Bulldoze. They do shield it up, which is great to get a shield. Hopefully they do go for an Aqua Tail. They go for Spatial Rend. Very nice. And let's see what's going to happen here. Bringing in the Reshiram, farming them down. Let's go. What could they have for us? What are they going to bring in here? Bringing in a Dusk main. Let's go. Going to go for that Fusion Flare. Let's see what happens here. Of course, using their last shield. What could be in the back, folks? What could be in the back? This whole video was made around this particular situation here. Going for another Fusion Flare. Of course, we're going to one-shot them out of here. And we have a freaking... You already know. Let's go. And they back out. Wow. Wow. Kyurem White in the back, backing out. We take the win. Do you see what Reshiram is doing for us here? Do you see this? And look at this. Kyurem Black in the next match. Give this video a thumbs up. Do you think we're going to win or lose? I mean, I have a couple of battles in here that I lose. So who knows? So they're going to one-shot us. Okay, fair enough. Bring in the Snorlax. We're in actually a horrible position here. Farming them down. And this is one of the underdogs here, folks. Shadow Snorlax absolutely putting in the work. It's kind of like a wild card here. I mean, you have Lick. Body Slam unfortunately was nerfed. And then you do have Superpower and a plethora of other moves that you can run with. But technically, you want to go with Body Slam and Superpower. So anyways, we bring in the Reshiram. We're going to go ahead and go with the Fusion Flare here. We're going to be getting a shield. Going for another one here. And getting both shields out of that Metagross. Of course, they're going to go for an Earthquake. So I wanted to include this here because I could have swapped to catch. So I screwed up. If you're paying close attention, I was actually trying to, but I was just a second too late. Second too late? That's just what it is. Anyways, next game here, we have Reshiram going for a Draco Meteor. Unfortunately, that's a lot of energy I just wasted on a shield there. So down we go up against the Origin Palkia. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Zygarde to take control here. If they have a Spatial Ren, I'm screwed. It's just an Aqua Tail, of course. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Bulldoze. Xerneas here, and we're going to go ahead and bring in that Snorlax. Of course, we have to be wary of that close combat. Exactly. So they did just drop their defense. We're going to go ahead and shield that up. Go for a Body Slam, which is going to be doing extra damage since they did lower their defense. And they do have a Kyurem, was that black? Oh yeah, Kyurem black in the back. No pun intended. I don't think that was a pun. And we take the win. Moving it on. Let's go. Kyurem black backing out. Let's get it. Next game, we're going to be met with a Rhyperior with our Zygarde. Leading with Zygarde, of course, the entire time here. And we're just going to keep going with that Bulldoze. Hopefully we can get that defense drop here. If we don't, then that's okay. We'll bring in whatever we can to farm them down. And going for another one. Look, folks. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Yes, they can destroy you with the ice move. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Fair enough. But at the same time, Zygarde is still the king. I'm going to have to be real with you. I mean, you see these matches. Whoa, poke! Poke! You're not at the top ranks. Well, that's not exactly how they would sound. They'd be like, you're not the top rank. Give me a break. Top rank, nothing. Cheat, nothing. I don't give a damn. I'm just in here having a little fun showing you what's up, okay? Anyway, Reshiram up against Primarina. What's going on here? Taking me out, bringing in Snorlax, going for the Body Slam. Folks, is this going to be enough? Come on, buddy, old pal, friend. It is enough. Take them out, and they do have a regular Dialga. Going to go ahead and shield that up. So sometimes I may make a few decisions that don't seem actually logical, but I just want the Snorlax to have that position. Anyways, next game we're going to be met with yet again another Rhyperior with our Zygarde. Going to go ahead and let that go. Of course, I don't technically really shield that up, to be honest with you. Most of the time I'll just let it all go, and that's just what it is. Hopefully we get the defense drop, so we're going to be able to like win this matchup here. So we will be able to survive this one here and take them out. Look at that. Beautiful. They did not use a shield. Okay. Going to go for a Bulldoze to try to get a defense drop up against this Kyurem black. Let's go. Bringing in Snorlax. Could I have bring in a Reshiram? Sure. But we're just going to go ahead and bring in Snorlax. Go for a superpower. They let it go, doing a lot of damage, and they have a Xerneas in the back. Okay. All right. So not in the best position, but not in the worst. So the thing about Reshiram is the fact that we are part fire, so we're not going to be taking super effective from the fire damage, right? So we're looking okay here. Not great, but okay. We're definitely going to shield that up. Swap. They do bring in their Kyurem black yet again, throwing a charge move. Fantastic. Bringing in Reshiram, farming them down. And even a Moonblast. Yeah, that's not going to be enough because we're part fire. It's not super effective. It is doing a lot of damage, but it's not enough. And we go for the Fusion Flare and take that stinking win. Let's freaking go, folks. Got a couple more battles here for you. All right, met with a Palkia Origin. All right, so we had the Zygarde up against it. Let's go ahead and go for this here. Getting a shield. Gotta love it. Every time you get a shield, when you do use that Bulldoze, is absolutely amazing here. And we're going to go ahead and let this go. We're going to just bring in another Pokemon to farm them down. They used a shield, but at this point I was like thinking, wow, was that worth it? Because look how much health they took out of me. Like, my God, I'm below half. And they're bringing in a Ho-Oh. And Body Slam was nerfed. Not the best position, so we're going to go ahead and swap into that Reshiram here. They could go for the Brave Bird, which is going to do a ton of damage. See what's going to happen here. Of course they're going to go for that Brave Bird. Of course they are. we're still holding on to, you know, a little bit of a thread here. So let's see what we can do. They do have the Dusk main. We're going to go ahead and go for that Fusion Flare. They have no more shields, so let's go ahead and see if we can pull this off. Going for a Body Slam, swap, and bait there. Well, I wouldn't call it a bait, but then we take the win. Fantastic. Next game, we're going to be with the Ho-Oh up against our Zygarde. This is a fantastic lead. Let's see what we have going on. And usually, a lot of times, they go for that, obviously, Brave Bird, right? Sometimes they go for the Sacred Fire to try to get a shield and or lower the stat, right? But they're going to be swapping here, and we're looking good. Bringing back the Ho-Oh, and we're going to go ahead and go for the Fusion Flare. Since they are so low on their health, taking them out, and they back out, we take the win immediately. We're looking good. Snorlax didn't even have anything to do with that. Next game, we're going to be met with a Togekiss. Now, this is a horrible matchup, right? So how do I play around this? So I swap into the Reshiram. Okay, we're not taking super effective because of part fire. We're going to build up to the Fusion Flare, but they're going to be swapping here. So we're going to go ahead and just go for the Fusion Flare to see if we can get a shield. And we do. Pretty sure, yeah, we got a shield there. Farming them down, and we shielded ourselves. Bringing in Rhyperior, and this is a match. This is game and set. It's already over. It's already over. We have Snorlax. So we're going to go ahead and swap into that up against the Togekiss, knowing that they're locked in here. And we're just going to keep hitting them with Body Slams and make sure we do shield this up here because, yeah, we don't want to get hit with an Aura Sphere, right? We want to maintain all the damage or all the health that we possibly can, right? Bringing back that Rhyperior, we just want to go for that superpower. This could do a ton of damage. They can't take out our Zygarde. They shield it up, going for the Bulldoze here and doing some good damage. Now, if they have enough energy built up, they can do quite a bit of damage here. So let's see what they have going on. And this is why I'm telling you why Zygarde is just so OP. Do you see this here? Going for another Bulldoze and taking the win. Alright folks, so if I've been calling Zygarde Reshiram, forgive me. You get it. Alright, next game we're going to be met with a Palkia Origin here. We're going to go ahead, of course, go for a Bulldoze. They're going to be throwing up a shield. Fantastic. Let's see, are we going to call this here? Letting it go? An Aqua Tail? Freaking fantastic. This is, of course, going to be another Aqua Tail. We'll go ahead and let it go. Getting to another Bulldoze, which is going to KO them. And we take that win. And they used a shield. Fan-freaking-tastic. And we have freaking Kyurem Black. This is what this video is all about here. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Reshiram. And they have their own Zygarde. Look at this. Look at this. Draco Meteor. One shot that son of freaking of gun. Well, plus a couple of licks. Alright. Bringing back the Kyurem Black. Let's get it, folks. This is the last battle. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. And I will continue to bring you videos like this. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. And I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.